Alright folks, here we go. Welcome to the Four Winds Fantasy Steam version controller extravaganza. Now I hope you're hyped, and you really should be, because just for this video, for you folks out there, I went out and bought this small and pretty Hori PS1 controller, and oh boy is it ever small and pretty. I had to use a converter. Look at this converter I got. Oh god. Let me see. I'm doing this backwards. The camera's focused down. Look at that. It's got a USB converter. Small and pretty. I know you love it. You gotta love it. It's what you're looking for. So this video is all about introducing folks to Four Winds Fantasy. And the really amazing thing is that this game now has joypad support. Now I'm going to be honest, some of these controllers you have to use joy to key, like this one, because it's not an Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS4, whatever. But all those normal controllers, oh, they're going to work just fine. No joy to key required in Steam. So anyway, let's get some action going. I hope you can see this. Let's see. Yeah, looking good. Oh yeah, this controller. Oh, I gotta tell you, the D-pad, way too small. It actually kind of hurts my fingers. And I was playing some games earlier with this, and you know, it's flat on this side. It's just completely flat, and I got like pain in my finger from using it. So you know, that's what I do for you, the audience, the Wainstop freaks, the gang. I'm hurting myself and spending big money to please you. The cliffs are deadly. But as you can see, I mean, this is just a joy to play with this controller. It's lovely. It's wonderful. It's exciting. I can't get enough of it. And of course, you're not going to be playing with this kind of controller. You're going to be playing with Xbox 360 controller. It's going to work out of the box. It's going to be so sweet. So nice. And this is coming to Steam very soon. I think like March 10, March 11. The old 311. Look, I'm hiding in this little area. Oh, you can still see me. And the normal price, $5, but the initial price is 40% off. Wounded pheasant. So the biggest discount Steam can do is 40% off for the initial release, and that's what we're doing. We're going all out. So anyway, that's enough of this controller. Let's move on to the next controller. Oh my, now what do we have here? It's a Hitbox. So a while back I really wanted to try getting into KOF 97 for whatever crazy reason. But you know what? It just didn't happen. But you know, you're winning out. You the viewers are getting to view this amazing gameplay using a Hitbox. I gotta say, it's I never learned how to. I don't really like the Hitbox because this button down here is up, so this is like jump in KOF, but like this doesn't make any damn sense, you know. It's driving me crazy. Oh, see, I'm going in and out. Company layoff caused me to eat only plants. This game's got a lot of plants, so if you're a vegan, vegetarian, pick it on up. Oh, burger, you ate a burger. So disregard what I said. You know, I really want to do like a giveaway, some sort of contest, and give away this Hitbox because it takes up a lot of room in the little shack where I live. But one of these days, let's see what's over here. You look into the device and peer at the winds. That's very relaxing. Alright, well, I've had enough of this Hitbox. I don't know about you guys, but I've had enough. Oh my. Now, unlike the Hitbox, this stick has gotten plenty of use. So it's got 2 buttons here, 1 button here, and then this is blocked off. So my dream is a 3-button stick because I play this game called Star Sweep a lot. It's an old PlayStation 1 puzzle game. And so this is rotate counterclockwise, rotate clockwise, and place the piece in the field. Star Sweep is an amazing game. But anyway, this stick, it's not Sanwa, it's not Saimitsu. It was cheap as hell, but I've gotten a ton of use out of it. It's a nice And this ball top, this bat top, it's little. You know, I got little baby hands, perfect for a little baby like me. So we're going, making some progress here. This is the first dungeon. I mean, there's going to be some spoilers. If you want to go into the game naked without knowing anything, stop watching this video. But on the other hand, this is a speed running game. Oh God. It's all about playing it over and over to get on the leaderboards and get the best scores. Die. So, I mean, this is just an amazing experience. And this is not native. You know, the PCB inside the stick is not like a Brook expensive one. It's all cheapo stuff. So it uses Joy-to-Key, but if you used a stick that had a Brook adapter inside, then you would not need to use Joy-to-Key to play on Steam. So now we got out of there. We're walking around. Let's see what's going on. I mean, this is so cool playing this game with a stick. You know, you got to try this, folks. You throw a coin into the fountain and feel an angel inside of you. All right, let's move on to the next controller, shall we? What the hell? It's just one big button. What am I supposed to do with this? I can't go anywhere. I can't walk. I can keep throwing coins into the fountain endlessly. But this is worthless, folks. You know what I made this for? There's an arcade game called Uo Poco, and it just uses one button to throw your piece. So I designed this controller, this one button controller around just for playing Uo Poco. You can hear it rattling around in there. Anyway, next. Alright, this thing is something special. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show. This D-pad is like floating off of there. It's like a king's crown. There's a significant amount of room between where the D-pad and the gamepad are, so there's going to be like a lot of dirt and hair and stuff in there building up if you use this a lot, which I don't, because it's not that good. But here we go. Oh yeah, let's talk. I mean, you know, it's definitely playable. Let's go in here. I'm hiding away from stupid old people like you. Well, fuck you. I mean, what the hell? So, you know, it's a decent controller as far as like NES style. It's not that Filipino. Oh, I cut it off, and then I think you eat something, so you can't even see what it is twice. We are preparing for a war with the plants. This game's got a lot of stuff going on with plants. You know, it's not the worst control. The D-pad is weird, but it could be worse. You know, we'll probably see worse controllers in this video, right? So playing with this controller made me remember why I bought that other one, because this is a real clone of the original NES controller, and it's boxy, and if you play with it for a long time, at least for me, it's like the edges on here, it starts to hurt my hand. And so the other one, it's rounded on the corners, like I don't know if it's see, it's like rounded versus square. So this one is, I mean, the D-pad's retarded and basically barely usable, but at least it doesn't dig into my hand like this controller. Yeah, I mean, it was dirt cheap, but it digs into my hand, so I can't really use it for that much, you know, for like 5 seconds for this video. Oh, I wonder how I can get this. Oh God, I wanted to get that heart. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, well, on to the next controller then. Restarting. Here we have a controller that probably you're familiar with. It's the USB Saturn controller. I think these are made by a whole bunch of different companies, and some of them are good and some of them are not so good. This one, the left on the D-pad, sometimes doesn't work. Of course, it's going to work fine now. It's like when your toilet's broken and then you can't go to the bathroom for 2 days, and then the plumber comes and he just looks at the toilet and then it's like working perfectly. But, you know, it's like this big floating D-pad that the Sega Genesis had, because Nintendo had like a patent on the D-pad back then. You know, this controller, I don't use it because whenever I try to play games, the left doesn't work. But of course, it works fine now. Pretty comfy, you know, not bad. This was dirt cheap. I think it'd be cool to invest and get like a nicer Saturn pad Saturn controller, but like there's some that are 2.4 gigahertz wireless. But you know, I don't play any games that use all 6 buttons, so it's a waste. You know, my dream is just the 3 buttons. I'm a 3-button guy. 2 and 3. I can't decide. So this is a speed running game. We're doing this part again. We're killing this fool. Blah. So yeah, I mean, I would recommend if you have a Saturn controller to buy Four Winds Fantasy, because it's the perfect combination. This game with this controller, it's just amazing. So let's make it out of this dungeon, and then we'll switch controllers again. What's next? So I don't know why I bought this controller. I mean, I know why. It was cheap, but it's pretty good. I like this D-pad. You know, I haven't used this controller that much because I always had this feeling that it sucked. But it's kind of good. Is there wind over there? I shouldn't be there. You know, the buttons are comfy. I like the colors, and some of them are convex, and some of them are concave. It's got these triggers. Triggered! I should use this controller more, you know? Beware poison. So, came to jump into the lava. I hate myself. Well, I don't hate this controller. Alright, let's go to the next one. So now we're getting into some spicy stuff. This is my one and only wireless controller. It's the 8BitDo 2.4 gigahertz PC Engine Mini controller. It's really just 2 buttons because these 2 are turbos, which I hate. I just wish it only had the 2 buttons here, but that's life, you know. So let's plug in this adapter and see what happens. Turn it on. Hope there's battery. Oh, we're going. Let's see. We got controls. Let's go inside here. Some kind of dungeon. Let me make sure that we've got visuals over the target. Welcome to the Sanctuary of the Parlysian Stone. Okay. I think I'll take that. I plead with you not to take the stone. You can only... Fuck off. Oh, God. So he's dead and I'm stuck. This looks like a bug. Well, I'm very sorry, folks. You know, just while we're here, we could talk about this controller. It is a dream. This D-pad, it's kind of in between the Genesis and the Super NES. Like... It's all, obviously, it's one big piece, or whatever. You know, it's like the circle, and it's a little bit raised, but it's not all floaty. It's sturdy. 8BitDo does good stuff. 8BitDo and Hori are kind of my go-tos. And these buttons are okay. They're, what is it when it goes in? Convex? You know, you can, there's like a dimple inside. It's cool playing with wireless. Obviously kind of limited because it's only got 2 buttons, but you know, you can set these to other stuff. So I could play a game that required a 3rd button and just use this. Anyway, let's go to the next controller. Restart the game. Alright, now we're getting into big boy stuff. Now we're bringing out the big guns. This is the Hori PS4 Mini in what I think is a pretty rare colorway, the white, which I love. So this controller to me is very comfy. Like it has... Like on the back, oh God, it's like got these nubs on each side, very comfy to hold. And you know, I've seen people complain these sticks don't have rubber on them. I like that because they work totally fine, and they don't get all mushy, gummy, yummy. Like you know, some of those other ones, you have to replace them or put caps on them or something. And it's soft, relatively soft. It doesn't like hurt my fingers. I could play this for a long time. The D-pad. It's good. It's not great. It's definitely works. I mean, you could probably never play Street Fighter with this D-pad. I wish I owned a Parlysian Stone. Well, I think I know where to get one, buddy. See, I'm hiding behind this gate. Where am I? But you know, I think this is the first analog, aside from the joystick that I showed. This is the first analog play. It would take a lot of flour to bake a truly delicious cake. That is so stupid. What does that mean? So you know, this controller is very comfy, and I think on Steam you would probably be able to use it. I use DS4 Windows. It's like a program that lets you use a PS4 controller on Windows to use this. Fuck, that's a bug. But I think on Steam it'll work automatically. So you know, DualShock 4, go for it. No joy to key. This controller is wonderful, and I think they came out with a newer version that is wireless, and maybe also these have rubber on them. But I guess you can tell I'm not a big wireless controller guy. I mean, I sit like in front of the computer like an idiot. So let's go on to the next controller. This is a great one. Okay, folks, now I want to make a solemn vow to you that Joy to Key is turned off. So this is native 4 Winds Fantasy running with this controller. Oh, I gotta fix this bug. What the fuck? True Foul Wind, Blow from Pyramid. So this is an 8-bit do SN30 Pro wired. Lovely controller. You can see these are not factory on the sticks. What happened was I like got back home one day and the rubber on here was all ripped off or something. I don't know if somebody bit it. I don't know who did that. I don't know what happened. It wasn't me. So I got these nubby things from 8-bit do, so they're official. So very comfy controller, wonderful controller. I put in tons of time with this. It's just lovely, highly recommend. 8-bit do is what's up. A great controller. You know, I grew up Super Nintendo. These sticks are nice. There's nothing bad to say. And this, as I said, this is working out of the box with no joy to key. Who's this guy? There's a terrible Damon. Find my brothers. Oh, look for your brother. What am I stuck? All right, that's another bug. That's another bug. So this is a great. If you're looking for a controller, pick this one on up, folks. Lovely, wonderful. Fix that bug. Alright, this is my most recent purchase, aside from that Hori Mini PS1 piece of crap. So, when I put 4 Winds Fantasy through Steam, the reviewer, I had some checkbox wrong. I checked something, and they said it wasn't working. The Xbox One controller support wasn't working. So I went out and bought this. This is not official. This is Power A. Let's see if I can get it. Power A Xbox One controller. So I got this also to play Elden Ring, and I have to say I had never used an Xbox One or Xbox 360 controller in my whole life. Let me just make sure it's in. This controller is incredible. It's so comfortable. It's like I'm getting a hand massage or something when I play. It's so good, and like, you know, I don't know about the D-pad placement. I think it might. It's not good. I was gonna say it's retarded. It's not retarded. This I gotta fix these bugs. I couldn't like, you know, look at this. I couldn't like. I mean, I don't have big hands. It's like it doesn't make any sense to be doing that. But aside from that, for playing Elden Ring, it's amazing. It's godlike. It's just, and I guess these are rubberized. They don't feel all sticky and slimy. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I can't tell if the sticks have rubber on them or not. But, and again, this is not using joy to key. This is just straight 4 Winds Fantasy. I think this is for the microphone. It's a little knobby thing. But, and you know, I have to say one thing. When I play with the 8-bit DOE has Super NES markings for the buttons. So up here is X, at the top is X, and here's A. And in all games that have like indications based on Xbox 360 controller, that's backwards. So I play Elden Ring using this controller, and I like cancel or drop stuff or whatever during a boss fight, and I die. And this controller, it's got Y at the top and B here. It's the opposite. I don't know why they did it like that, but anyway. So if you're going to play an Xbox 360 or like a game that has official controller support, this is maybe the way to go as opposed to the 8-bit do. Anyway, this is, and it's got all these. It's got, I didn't even know what it's got triggers everywhere. Triggered. But a really lovely. It's so soft. God. All right, this is the last one. We're going out on a high note, folks. This is a Namco PS1 Negi-con. And the Negi-con is for playing racing games, but it also should work. Okay, left, right, and then up and down on the D-pad. Let's go kill, what is this guy's name? Burp. So, I mean, this is obviously not the ideal way of doing things, but I actually, so you saw it in the first, uh, in the, it's hard to concentrate. In the beginning of this video, you saw that I was using that PS1 Hori Mini, and I had a USB converter. So I bought 2 other USB converters before finding that one that worked. And that one that worked works on the Negi-con. Oh, the guy's name is Barbook. So that's, I can play, I'm not really into racing games, but I had to get this because I'm really obsessed with controllers. All right. So, I'm getting hit. Fuck. This is sweet. I can play racing games on the computer with this, but I don't, I'm not, fuck. I'm not that into Wipeout or Ridge Racer or any, racing games that much. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. Please buy Foreman's Fantasy when it comes out on Steam on March. But by the time you're watching this video, it's already out. So please buy Foreman's Fantasy. It's 40% off. It's like $2.70 or something. It would be a huge help to Wainstop. We're coming out with new stuff. We're working on a Sega Genesis puzzle game. Holler at your boy. I'm Bank Bank. GHX YK2 also made this game. And thank you for watching, and please enjoy your sleep.